So just trying out some of this paint to see what it looks like, just practicing. The other alternative is to use some lume, which will only look good in the dark. So I'm not too worried about accuracy right now. Those of you who are thinking Joe's lost his mind, come on, you should know me better than that. There's always a method to the madness. How about that? Oh yeah, that looks more fun. So what do you reckon? Let's strip it all down, and I was just playing around just to see what it looks like. But what I'll do is try and use some lume, maybe some orange lume here and some blue on the little dots. Okay, so I'll try and put a normal glass on there instead of this plexiglass that someone's added, and we'll give it all a polish and have some fun to see if we can make this thing look a little bit more exciting. Let's get it opened up. 17 jewel.
So how many of you guys still have the confidence that this one will turn out to be the Mutt's Nuts? Let me know in the comments. And no cheating, yeah? By skipping to the end for a quick peek.
Plastic. Seiko 5. Even this strap is quite boring for this watch. Looks like a little flying saucer. So if you look here, there's ample room for a gasket and then a nice piece of mineral or sapphire. I think that's a bit too shallow. Needs to be a bit wider, I think. These are all 0.8, 1.25 mil thick, so that might be a better option. 290, 293. Let's try 295. 293 by 2.5. I think it would be nice if it was just 1 mil or 1.5 mil. But I haven't got any in stock, so we can see this one is quite thick. I don't want to have to wait around and order stuff because I want to get this one done and dusted. So for now we shall use this thick glass. Check out the dial feet screws, pretty cool. I got red paint everywhere. Turn it till you get the flat part. And we've got this bit of plastic here, which has got a little crack in it. Dial rest, that's fine. We've got day date, it's cute. Let's just remove the other date disc while we're at it.
I've wanted to film a Seiko 5 restoration for a while now because the first watch I ever remember seeing was a square gold tone Seiko 5, which our dad used to wear. As a kid, I used to love reading the Guinness Book of Records, and you're always fascinated with things like what is the biggest thing, or what is the highest thing, or who is the greatest footballer, and so on. I must have been about 6 years old, and I thought this must be the best watch in the whole world because my dad's wearing it. My dad is no longer with us, and I thought it'd be nice to find the exact model. I don't know what the model was, but I will recognize it when I see one. But this Seiko 5 will have to do for now, I guess. It's from that same era. Threaded screw. The big head. Like Raiden's rain hat. Pinion out, and we can remove this center wheel as well. Right, so oh, look at that cool spring, goes from here all the way around here. Another long spring. Spring here. Oh, sit. Remove that clip, and that should drop out. Pretty disgusting. Ooh, I've discovered oil. Looks like I'm gonna apply to be admitted into OPEC. Then I can resolve the UK's energy crisis. So you can see this mainspring was broken. Probably why there was no power in there. There's all the parts. And I've got a replacement spring here, which I've had lying around. It's a little bit shorter than the other one. Should be absolutely fine. So let's get all that in the wash. I'm not quite sure whether this has been polished before. You can see here it's not quite sure
whether he wants to have some sort of definition or whether it's wants to blend itself into this. It might be the original way that this was finished, because these seem quite straight. Either it was finished in the factory like this sort of uncertainty about whether it wants to be defined and sharp, or whether it just wants to blend into this section. So what I'll do is I'll polish it up and then exaggerate that little edge there, so that we make the decision for the case and give it some definition. Little nasty one there. We'll see if we can pull that out without taking off too much material. And there's the case back, a lot of tool marks on there. We'll sort that out. So I'm going to take this onto a stitch mop first and see what happens. So that's just after a few rubs, and we can see a little bit better now the differences between those lines. I'll polish up the rest of it on the bezel, and then I'll take this on the flat lap. Got a few crazy ones here, and I can't take this onto the lapping machine. This bezel doesn't come off. We'll try the felt on this one. So this is what we got so far. So do I really need to go any further? You're recording. Come close. Focus on this way. Keep a steady hand. Still focus. So there you go. I've taken a little bit of creative freedom and I've mirrored the center and I've put that little brushed ring on the outside, and I'll give that a final buff just to get those fine swirls out. I've taken that satin finish all the way up to this edge here, and from here to here I've left it mirrored. I'm trying everything to make this thing look exciting and interesting. I've mirrored the top as well, so now we can have a play around with these.
So after all the debacle with the paints earlier on, I've decided to seek some professional help.
I'm gonna do all of the long ones in orange. Okay.
She's got the blue one. Got the blue. Oh yeah. So I was thinking of going with Trouble's design, but I think would have been a bit too much orange. So I've decided to go the other way around. Or I could have used all the colours of the rainbow, but then you'll say, "Come over to the dark side, Joe, we have milk and cookies." So I've mixed the lume with some lacquer so that it dries hard with a nice protective coat against the elements. This lacquer smells so nice. The blue would have been nice if it was blue color. This orange looks sick. Oh, I'm feeling a bit dizzy now. Gets hooked on all my stuff. Hey, you can do.
So you can't actually manually wind this watch, hence why there isn't a winding pinion.
I want this.
You have to log into the phone.
Abu, bezel on knocked out. Will come.
Don't lie.
Yeah, the
I'll put it on the wall, the two walls of the sliding pinion. That's where this spring yoke will be touching and not in the center. It's not even close to the center. So let's just oil up these die shock before we put the date on. Perfect. That is perfect. I could have put this in after. I've had to remove that corrector. Oh yeah. Check out the amplitude now. Oh yeah. And we'll call it a day there. So this dial rest, you can see has a little crack in it. Should be fine as it is, but you just give it some extra life by just putting some super glue on it.
So in the end, I did end up ordering a thicker gasket and a skinnier glass. And as you can see, it sits perfectly now.
Nah.
So after strapping the watch up for the final showcase shoot, you can see the hands in perfect condition. The lume is also perfect. It's just the wrong color, isn't it? So we might as well go all the way. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's a shame, but I'm going to strip that lume down and get some orange on it. I'm also not going to try and wash these off because you can see there's black paint on there, and that black paint is also in really nice condition. So I'm going to manually scrape off the lume.
So now check it out. I've even put a little bit on the tip of the seconds hand. Ooh, there's lume on the tip of the indices as well. Should I do those? Nah, I think I'll leave it as is.
So there you go, friends. From a sad, cold thing which looked like it wished it never existed, to a warm, bright hipster full of beans. This video is not for the purist connoisseur in you, nor is it for the speculative collector in you, but rather this video is for the little kid in you who just wants to play with his toys without following the rule book. So I hope I've inspired you all to start dabbing paint on everything and just hope for the best. So if you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, then please consider subscribing to the channel. So as another year draws to an end, I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all your support and kind words on YouTube and through Patreon. So I know things are getting hard out there, but don't worry, there's a light at the end of the... Oh, hold on. I've just been told that due to the energy crisis, the light at the end of the tunnel has been temporarily turned off. So we have to shine a light on each other. So please look after yourselves, friends, and take care of each other. Peace, love, and blessings to you all. And if the Almighty wills, I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra a bit.